Hey everybody, Adam Phillips here for Dynamite Entertainment. Here today with writer Sarah HOYT, who is working on the Barbarella series for us right now. And before we get started, I just want to remind everybody, please hit the subscribe and the like buttons so you don't miss any upcoming content from Dynamite's YouTube page. Uh-oh, bless you. Sarah, it's great to have you here. It's very exciting. And you are such a pro at writing science fiction. Tell us a little bit how you felt coming in to write Barbarella to start with.
Ah, so I grew up reading comics, but I haven't read them in some years because my sons would have, when they were teens, would have pitched battles over various retcons of comics. And I didn't want any of that. I mean, some of my friends have nicknamed them the perpetual argument. And once
Okay.
you hear those two bring all sorts of intellectual things to bear on which timeline is correct, you can just stay away. So I had been away from comics for a while, and when I was contacted and given the opportunity, when I was given the opportunity to do this, I remembered reading Barbarella when I was really young. So I went back and reread the original comics in French because that's how I read them originally. And then I started trying to sketch a story, which is when my sons, who were then in their 20s, lurked one on each side of me. Loomed is more appropriate because they're both over 6 feet tall, and said, "You're doing it all wrong." At that point, they became the Goon Squad, which is how I refer to them to my editor. And the Goon Squad started saying, "No, do it this way instead. And this is how you move it forward visually." And they were right, which hurt my pride a little because I have 30 some novels under my belt.
A lot.
But it worked and it was fun. I got to work with them, which was a bonding experience. And they're both very invested in this series.
That's so great.
It's amazing how invested they are in it. So it was a great experience. But what I found is that coming from a verbal medium to a visual medium, you kind of have to dislocate your mind and twist it so that you can tell the story appropriately. But this is good. You know, I hear that learning new things staves off Alzheimer's. So
all right. And so let me ask you, what do we need to know going into the finale of Barbarella?
Am I allowed to say the good guys win?
I don't know why not.
Okay, so that's the big spoiler. The good guys win. There is a death that grieved me profoundly, but both myself and my editor agreed that was needed. Now, whether that will come back to haunt us or not, I don't know. But it was, I think it was needed in there. And the only other thing I can say is that the villain in the end is almost someone you can feel sorry for.
The lady, that is.
Yes, almost.
Yes. Almost. Okay. Where do we end up with Barbarella? Is she ready to jet off for, the next?
I've been telling my editor, if this goes to a second, there is something with Vix's story. And it's going to involve Vix and the aliens she comes from and the big bad waiting out there at the edge of the galaxy to eat us all. So I have just sent him the synopsis for the next 5. I might have crammed too much story for 5 as usual, but we'll see. And
well, better too much than too little, right?
Yes.
For sure. So that sounds great. Well, we're looking forward to it, and we appreciate your time today, Sarah. Thanks so much. I'm going to definitely be digging into some of your books in the future. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.